Hello, my name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Retro Gaming Collective. So this video is going to be a little bit different than what we're used to doing on this channel. I'm still going to consider it part of the Game Hunting Live series that I've been doing over the past few months, but it's just going to be a little bit different. Reason being is, it's going to be about one big haul that I got at a pawn shop. Now, I have very little footage of game hunting this week. Especially at that pawn shop, I didn't get any because I was the only one in the store. I was talking to the guy about games and this and that, so it just would have felt weird for me to record. But what I do have for you is a story. So hopefully that will suffice. Now, let me start with this. This week at work has been insane for me. It's been crazy. I've been working 11 to 12 hour days. So part of what I do to decompress, because I am still working from home, is I go out on my lunch breaks and I game hunt. Now, I decided to do something a little bit different yesterday. I know there have been some videos from other folks on here that have hit up pawn shops and found really good deals. So I decided to give it a try. There are a couple in my area, so while I was out yesterday, I said, I'm just gonna go stop by and see what I can find. So the first one that I went to, they had a few games, but nothing crazy. I poked around a little bit, but again, nothing that like I wanted and nothing that was like cheap enough for me to buy to add to the collection. So I ended up just walking away from that one. And I was like, you know, they're probably all gonna be like this. Everybody's game hunting at pawn shops, they know what they have, so on and so forth. Now, I decided to try one more that was a little bit closer to home, and I'm really glad that I did. I walked in, this one was a little bit bigger, it was a little more packed with stuff. I wish I had footage for you guys, but I just don't, so I apologize about that. But when I walked in, I said to the guy, hey, do you have any video games? And he's like, yeah, we got a bunch, and he showed me the back. They had this like DVD section, and they had this glass case. Now, I started going through the glass case. I found a few things and then the DVD shelf. I'm going to show you those real quick before I get to the big stuff. Now, these are all things, again, that are not Genesis related. Now, I'm going to move through these quickly. I got Double Dragon for the NES. A game that I wanted for the collection for a while, so definitely happy to pick that up. I got Namco Museum for the N64. I've been working on building this collection up a bit with games that I really want to play, and this is some good solid stuff in here, so very happy to have that. Then I got some PS3 games, and these were all between, I don't know, $2 and $5 a pop, so really good deals on these. I have Wolfenstein, however I say Wolfenstein, The New Order. I got this for $2. Then I got Air Conflict Pacific Carriers for $2 as well. I have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I got this for $5. Now, I picked this one up because they sell really well. This one does not sell quite as well as the 360 version, but it was complete, and I can make a profit on it for sure. So there's that, and then I got the Bureau XCOM Declassified. This is the only one of those that's going to end up in my collection. The other three are going to get sold. And then I am also working on building my Wii U collection, so I picked up Sing Party. And I'll go over what I paid for everything as soon as this is done. So at this point, I go up to the guy and I get ready to check out. And he says, hey, I got this box of Genesis stuff, if you want to check through it. And I said, yeah, I'll take a look. Basically, the guy tells me he got this big box of Genesis games, and I'm talking, I don't know, 30, 40 games in this box. And he said, I got this with 2 SEGA Genesis systems from a guy for 15 bucks. And he already sold one of the consoles, so he already made his money back. And he said, yeah, poke through it. The only game that I know of, there's only one game that I know of in here that's like super rare or worth anything. And the rest you can kind of like, you know, pick around that and we'll talk about it. So, to start, I was running low on time, so I didn't grab as much as I really wanted to. But I got Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I got Spider-Man. I got Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure. How much more 90s can you get than this? I got Earthworm Jim. And I got Animaniacs. The thing that I love about the Genesis, the games that are on here are just so quintessentially 90s. You know, Animaniacs, like I remember growing up and watching that on a Saturday morning with my dad and little brother. So much fun. And then the treasure that he pulled out is McDonald's Treasureland Adventure. Now, this game goes for about 65 to 70 bucks. He ended up selling it to me for 30. So really, really good deal on this. It's not in the best shape. Some of the games were not in good shape, but I cleaned them up. I ripped all the stickers off and all that. I alcoholed them. I cleaned the pins, and they're in as good a shape as I can get them in. So all of that stuff I got for $77, which is not bad. So having said that, I come home, I get everything cleaned up, and I'm like, man, I'm sure that I missed some other things in that box that I just didn't have time for. And I think about it all night. So the next day, I'm like, I gotta get there at 10 o'clock when they open. And that's exactly what I did. I walked in and I bought a whole bunch more. So what I'm gonna do is pause here. I'm gonna get those games set up here to show you my second haul, and then we'll go over them. Okay, so I've got them all lined up here. Now, like I said, it is day 2. I go back into the pawn shop and I start pulling all kinds of games out of the box. No one else had touched it. It was still behind the counter. He hadn't even looked at them. So what I ended up getting here is 14 more Genesis games, all classics. And I got them for $32 for all 14 of them. So a little over $2 a piece. How can I say no? So let's just go through them. Again, remember, they're not in the best of shape, but I cleaned them up, I de-stickered them, and they're looking as good as I can get them. So we got The Jungle Book. We got, and actually it's really cool, there are tons of Disney games in here. And if you know me, I'm a huge Disney fan, huge Disney nerd. So this stuff is just so much fun. We got Roar of the Beast from the Beauty and the Beast. Again, super cool. We got a classic here. We got Miss Pac-Man. We got, and again, I don't have my glasses, Awesome Possum, which I have never even heard of. I haven't tried this, but I'm really excited to kind of mess with these games later tonight. Alex the Kid, which again, like the label is all torn up, but for like, it ended up being like $2.10 or something like that. You would have done the same thing. This one I've actually never heard of either, but it's the Cap Attack. This had stickers all over it. I mean, all over the label, and I think I did a pretty darn good job getting this guy cleaned up. And it looks like a brand new-ish cart, right? So that's pretty cool. This one I've actually wanted for a while. It's a World of Illusion. It's a classic Mickey Mouse game, just absolutely classic. I remember growing up playing this game with my cousins back in the day, and I've actually wanted it for the collection, and I've never picked it up. And it's about a $20 game these days, so great way to pick it up. I got Cliffhanger. If you remember, in my last episode, I just picked up Cliffhanger on the SEGA CD. So now I have 2 copies, so I got to decide one's gonna go, one's gonna stay. Probably this one's gonna go. Then we got Desert Demolition. Looks like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. So just, again, like, so 90s, right? Then we got another, this one I've never heard of either. It is Green Dog, the Beached Surfer Dude. But again, I mean, the Beach Surfer Dude, like, it just sounds 90s, right? This one's really fun too. I've never heard of this. Quack Shot, featuring Donald Duck. See what I mean? These like really cool Disney games that are just so interesting and fun to me. Another super classic here. We got Bubsy 1, right? Everybody loves Bubsy. Super fun game. Then we got Batman Forever. Not the best Batman movie of all time, but hopefully an interesting game at least. And then finally we have Hook, and this one's probably in the worst shape. This is an Alex Kidd, because, I'm sorry, it's hard to do this, but see how it's got like this missing like part of the label here. It sucks, but it is what it is. So that's everything that I picked up. I got it all for a grand total of $109. And I want to show you what it looks like all together because it is a ton of stuff. So break away for a minute, I'll be right back. So here is everything all laid out for us. For $109, you just can't go wrong for all this stuff. It's great. Now, as far as value goes, as of today, according to price charting, it is July 21st of 2021. We're looking at a total value of $389. Not bad at all. But that's gonna do it for today. I really appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If you have any questions for me, feel free to comment, like the video, subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. If you like game hunting, PS5 stuff, and all things retro and weird, this is the place for you. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Retro Gaming Collective, where I post videos and pictures of my collection and also videos of my dog, if you like that stuff. But until then, and until next time, thank you again, and happy hunting.